Hello.
Yes, hello, sir. You seem so busy today. How's your day?
Uh, to be honest, I was not busy today.
I you
Why I am always busy? No.
because because when I opened or when the video room opened, you seem to be looking at your computer or you seem to be looking at many information on your computer, and I was thinking, oh, I think he's having a busy day. So, well, tell me about your day today, Sir Logan. How did your day go?
Oh, today I didn't have nothing special. Especially just my just yes. Last week I was a little bit busy, but
Mm-mm.
today I wasn't busy actually. Just I consult some tech. I did some technical consult to my colleague coworkers
Okay.
about some features that customer required, but we never developed before. So
Okay.
so nowadays I gave my coworkers my ideas about the features like that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's very interesting, sir. So what happens or what do you usually do when there's a feature that you haven't done or when there's a feature that the client demands or that the client wants to be done, but you have never done that before? What do you usually do?
Yes, this is not interesting. I just consult or some advice about my opinion.
Mm-mm.
It's a kind of idea
Mm-mm.
because our company didn't never developed like the features.
Mm-mm.
So just it's a kind of brainstorming or so I gave. But as you know, my coworkers have not uh doesn't have my coworkers don't have enough experience to our product because our project is a new project. So for this project, our company uh, gathering some new peoples, other divisions or other department.
Okay.
So our group consists with the new peoples. But as I mentioned before, I have worked for a long time in this company for a long time.
Okay. Mm-mm.
So you said I am loyal like that.
Right.
So that's why I have more enough experience than any other people. So when the customer demand some new feature that is very strange,
Mm-mm.
then my coworkers would for I'll say for yeah would find the method how to implement. But
Ah.
yeah, at the time I gave them I would give them some ideas, and some
Mm.
ideas was worked.
So some
Yeah,
ideas work.
yeah, some ideas I gave them before was almost worked efficiently.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think it is a kind of worth thing to me.
Ah, I see. So
But
when
yeah, but I just gave them an idea, and the man who work is them. No. So because of that, I'm not busy. Just I share my ideas about
ah.
that.
I see, that's right. And well, the thing is, you are giving them ideas. And as you have said, almost all of your ideas work.
Oh
So
yes. Yes, did. Yes, it. Yes, it. Yes, they did.
So when a new feature or when a client wants a new feature and then you give them an idea or you give the team an idea and they will work on it and
Yeah.
it succeeds. So for example, that idea or that feature was successfully added to the tire. Um, will you be given a credit like, oh, it's Logan's idea? I think he should have additional compensation, something like that,
No, actually,
because of.
this. Yeah, no, but
Mm-mm.
no, there is no credit about that. Just they use
Oh,
them. I just my boss know about this, but yeah, I just think it's a kind of helping, and yeah,
um,
sometimes it's feel like volunteer. Okay.
oh, exactly. That's right. Yes, it feels like you feel like you're doing volunteer work, but as a senior member of the company, you're able to help them too.
Yes, correct. So I just expect in the future my boss or other peoples will know about that, or know about that. So at the time,
Oh,
I become uh, how to say I get a word about that. Get a word
that's right.
later. Well, I don't think so. Just
Uh,
that's my hope.
well, I know that they will. I know that they know it. Your superiors know it, and I think they recognize you for it.
Oh yeah, I
So
hope so. Hope so.
yeah. Ah,
Especially this week is a kind of employee evaluation period.
it is.
Yeah, so I need to be careful.
Oh, are you going to be evaluated, Sir Logan, or will you give your evaluation?
I need to, if my boss evaluate me,
Oh, okay.
yeah, before that, our process is that evaluate to evaluate myself before,
Mm-mm.
then the boss evaluate the employee with
Mm-hmm.
the referring the self-evaluation.
Oh,
Yeah, so I have to evaluate myself
mm-hmm. That's right.
in my strengths and my weak point.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
Okay. And then, how will that evaluation affect your performance, your job, maybe your credits for promotion? How will that evaluation affect your position?
Yeah, this evaluate for our evaluate policy has separate to two steps,
Mm-mm.
and this the half of the year we
Mm-mm.
need our uh, ability of the employees, their
Okay.
skills or their
Mm-hmm.
technical how to say uh, is it English a capability ability or technical ability or some talking ability with coworkers and
That's right.
their foreign language skill
Mm-mm.
like English or Chinese or other languages and the
Mm-mm.
leadership or fellowship, something like that.
Oh.
So yeah, this is cut. So I have to score myself with the categories about that.
Ah. And that, so
And
that would be the
the
first step.
yeah, and the after about 2 or 3 months later, we
Mm-mm.
did the second step. That's evaluate the performance that the employee did this year. So yeah, they're
Oh.
working the plan and the result as a score. So the
Ah.
first one is ability, and the second one is performance of the year.
Oh, I
And
see.
yeah, the ratio is 40 and 60.
So 40 for the first step,
Yes,
60% for the second one.
yes, correct. So we evaluate like that. So and finally the summation the scores, and
Mm-mm.
that the rank each employees, and the top of 10% got the A grade, and top of 20% got
Mm.
the second grade as a B, or we have a specific grades, and the other one is get the normal grade, and the bottom of 5 to 10% got the
Mm.
lower grade. That is so bad.
Oh, will those workers or will those employees who would get a low grade,
Yeah, I just
will
heard that
they have? Mm.
they get the reduced salary.
Oh,
salary
they.
their salary would be reduced. So it's very bad.
Really?
Yeah,
Ah.
it's kind of low performance employee.
Oh, I see. So they have
Yeah,
to do better to increase their salary.
yes, but the people who get the lowest grade would
Mm-mm.
be the people who very old, and but they can get, how to say, couldn't promote for a long time. You understand?
Ah.
Yeah.
Um, People who are very old but couldn't get promoted.
Yes. Yeah. I'll say this kind of. I think I just think there is a noun to describe the people in English, or some people who had kind of got the violation, or some
Right.
guilty. Is it right? Yeah, that the people salary will be reduced for specific person. Yeah,
Ah,
special issue. Yeah. I just
some.
heard about that. Yeah, but normally we got
Oh.
the normal grade, because yeah, almost 60 to 70% got the normal grade. Just 10 to 20 or 15% got the high grade of the employee evaluation.
Oh, I see. So, if the lower grade or if the employees who got lower grade will have their salary reduced, how about those who belong to the top rank or to the high ranking list, or those who performed really well? Will they get an increased salary, or what's the benefit of having a good score or having a high evaluation?
Yeah, that's a good point. Their salary would be increased because
Hmm.
yeah, cause so that's why the payment of the company would be the zero sum. Yeah, understand? Yeah, some people increase, some people reduce. So
Oh.
if I did summation, they are zero.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah,
And
that's my company salary policy about that.
exactly. So, Sir Logan, have you ever been part of those people who are in the top list? Have you ever had your salary increase because you performed well?
Yeah, to be honest, last year I got the second grade about that. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so company compensate about that. So I got some, how to say, incentive. about that.
Yes. Oh, that's amazing. You got an incentive and you do it every year. This evaluation is held every year, right?
Yeah, sure, sure. Every year, and especially, yeah, this week is the specific period that employee evaluate
Oh.
ourselves.
So every year there will always be a possibility that your compensation or your salary would increase.
And this is applied to the at the start of the year, next year.
Ah,
Mm.
but not every year.
Yeah, that I don't know. It's every the start of the year. The start of every year.
The start of every year. That's right.
Yeah, in March. In March, our
In March.
yeah, in March our promotion or some company policy started at March. It's a new
Oh.
how to say yeah, this is kind of yeah the start of our new season like that. It's March.
Ah. So so in March or every March, um the start of the promotion season, evaluation season starts.
Yeah, the result is applied at the March.
The result is applied in March.
Yeah, so maybe that's yeah, aligned with my OPIC schedule. So my second evaluation is uh, finished at the end of October. So that's why
Oh.
I want to get the OPIC grade
Mm-mm.
before that
So,
time. Yeah. So
mm-mm.
the the period for evaluation was finished, but the result was released at the December.
In
The
December.
yeah, the end of December, the result was will be opened, and the result
Uh-huh.
will apply to our how to say apply to individual at the March.
Ah, to your individual credits in
Yeah.
March.
Yes, yes, credit March in March.
Like that's right. Like your job credits, maybe your experiences or your job advantages. Because if you get an OPIC score, by the end of December, your score will be used for evaluation. Like it's your additional advantage, right? It's your additional credit in March, right?
Yes, yes, that's right. So, so last year I was lucky, but this year my boss was changed, who don't know me well, and he is also new people, migrate
Oh.
from other division.
Mm-mm.
So I think he is not, he doesn't know deep technique, how to say, technique deeply, deeply, deep knowledge about the technique, our product.
Oh my. And
So,
he had to give you an evaluation?
yes, but I think he doesn't know me well. So
Right.
yeah, I really worry about that. So I think the evaluation would be not fair.
Exactly, right? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem. That's the main concern. So, what if a higher operations or what if a worker in the higher operations is just newly hired? So,
Yeah, and he
mm,
has many. Some people is very friendly with my boss because
mm-mm.
they migrate our division. They work together, but the project they worked was dropped. That's
Oh.
why they migrate to our project. But
Mm-mm.
the people was would be our the people was became our boss with his hands, you know. So he shared the important the task to his hands.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, to
And this is
him, I'm a new people. You understand?
yeah, you to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
For him, I'm a new people, but to
you're
me,
an
they are new people.
exactly. You don't know each other much. I mean, you are not familiar with each other's techniques or others. You are not familiar with um the methodology of each other's work
Yeah,
or yeah, the job of one another.
yeah. So as I mentioned, I helped the people to come newly. I think, yeah, I just worked this part for almost around 3 years, 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Mm-mm.
But they just joined this start of this week, this year, just 8 months.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but the new boss also came before 8 months ago.
8 months ago.
Yeah, yeah, because their project was dropped. Yeah,
Uh,
dropped,
so,
and their previous part was disappear, gone.
oh, that can happen? Is that really possible? Like everything would be gone, their project would be dropped.
Yeah, the project was dropped because they have not been able to earn money for a time.
Oh, I
But there are many
see.
engineers, so how to say it's separate. The manager, top manager of our company,
Mm-mm.
yeah, separate these people, and some part of people then migrate to other project, and some people will came our project like this of almost 10% came here just 8 months ago. But the problem is that con that the one of the people became our boss.
Exactly, right? I mean, is that possible that one of them, a stranger or a new member of your team, will suddenly become a boss?
Yeah, it's very strange, but for a long time, our boss was migrate to the other project that is more important. So our
Mm-mm.
vice president decide to our boss be new people, and the veteran boss
Mm-mm.
make the other boss of the other project. Yeah, it's a
Ah,
kind of shift. So
right, like a reassignment.
yes, yes, correct. Yeah,
Ah,
reassignment. Yes.
I see.
Mm.
So that's how it works. So, there's a possibility that your new boss, or yeah, there's a really big possibility that your new boss would evaluate your performance, even though he doesn't know much about your job.
Yeah, that's my biggest worry. Biggest worries, and yeah, I'm so unlucky this year.
Oh, I hope he doesn't have. Well, you know what, sir? I actually have a new. I actually have an this other student. This other student of mine has been having problems with her boss, and she always receives scolding and negative words from her boss. And then one day, she entered the class. She was so happy, and I asked her, and then she told me that she was so happy, or she is so happy because her boss left the job. So her boss quit.
Wow, I'm so jealousy her.
And she is just very happy because she knows that she and her boss have different personalities, so they cannot really go along well, or they cannot work well with each other because they have different personalities. Now, in
Mm.
your case, Sir Logan, does this man, or does your boss and you have different personalities? Do you guys have ar- arguments sometimes, or
No, no, no argument, no argument, because
no
he's my
argument?
my grader, so I cannot make an argument about that. But
Ah,
just a few months ago, I made a argument with some people, but
yes, right.
yeah, but it's like the big same context about that. Because my boss doesn't interest my boss isn't interested in our jobs, so
Ah,
the argument is started from my boss because he have no interest in with my job and our part job, so I decide to change my job
mm-mm.
that my boss interested. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my kind of strategy, but I think it's not enough to get the high
Oh,
grade.
right. Well, but I hope you will, because I think there is still some time. You still have time to prepare for your OPIC test, and that's an additional credit. And then, as you have said, you have to be careful because it's the evaluation period. So you have to give a lot of ideas. You have to give positive influence to your coworkers so that your boss would give you a positive evaluation, right?
Yeah, so last year I mentioned if I got the lower grade or normal grade like that,
Mm-mm.
and but if I got the highest OPIC score,
Mm-mm.
then I maybe try to change my job to marketer or other. Just yeah, I mentioned I discussed with you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sir, one more thing. I am really forgetful, but I would like to know, are you going to change your job, maybe change your department in the same company, or will you be working in a different company?
My company is very big, one of the biggest company in Korea. So I
Mm-mm.
do not change my company. Just I want to do another job, then I can find inside my company some
Ah,
yeah product or now I am an engineer, but I can change my job to marketer or some planner of project product and
great.
some yeah Mm, so I want to be a technical marketer who,
Technical marketer.
yeah,
Oh.
who marketing with the technique. So yeah,
Oh.
to explain our technique or product
Mm-mm.
technically to my customers to help promoting.
Oh, I see. Okay. Sir Logan, I think that's a very interesting position that you want to take, or that you want to have when you get a perfect score, or when you get intermediate score in OPIC. Tell me more about that position, sir. Have you ever done it before? Why did you choose, or why do you choose to be in that job, or to um transfer to that job position when you get a perfect score in the OPIC test? Tell me more on Wednesday.
Okay, I see.
And I will see you then. Get some rest. Have a good night, Sir Logan.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.